Thank you for joining the Author Spotlight Show. My name is Gail Watson, President and CEO of Women Speakers Association. As part of running a global community in 120 countries, it's my privilege that I get to connect and have conversations with women from around the world doing amazing work. It's an important time for women to step up into finding and owning their voice. And it's even more exciting when we see her put her words on paper into a book so it's easily shared. I would like to share with you and introduce to you an amazing woman. I know her personally. She is my sister-in-law. She is also co-author in Voices of the 21st Century. And please welcome to our show, Karen Watson.
Thank you, Gail. Lovely to be invited.
Welcome to the show. And this is an extra special event, just because it is you and I know you. You share a very personal story in this book, and I know it's titled To Be, but it's an intimate journey, one that the family really didn't know all the details to. So please share with us what inspired you to share this story.
Well, this chapter in your book, Voices, the answer is to be, is my heart story. It's the journey of where, when I was 33, I was diagnosed by my GP with something odd, and then by the cardiologist with a heart defect that I was born with, called bicuspid aortic valve. And I found out that I could die at any time without surgery, and was just waiting for very serious symptoms. Well, I learned to live with uncertainty, and I got my act together. I had 2 wonderful children with my then husband, and I learned to live life with real purpose, because breathed with awareness and realized this day could be my last. And it's a lot to take in, but 27 years afterwards, doctors saved my life twice. And recovery was an uphill battle. And I talk about that in my story. But because I had already learned how to live and love and what it took to enjoy life, it's as if I just get the chance to spend the rest of my life breathing and doing what I want to do with people I love.
That true appreciation. Reading your story, because it about the heart, it comes from deep within your heart. You really feel the pain of that time, and in sharing that story, it's such a personal one. And your motivation around sharing this story is not one to grow business or do anything like that. I want to know from you, what in sharing that story, what would you like readers to take away from it?
Well, in sharing it, I've realized that there are many who are afraid of a similar journey. They may be afraid to ask questions, may be afraid to sound stupid or fearful. And I'm just saying that in becoming prepared for this journey, which took many years more preparation than I realized was going to happen, I ended up at a certain point relaxing into it. And if there's anything that I can share in terms of the courage to fight your battles and ask for help and listen to experts and then make your own decisions. But find the things that make life worth living and embrace them.
Right. And in this journey, have you almost found, was there a silver lining to this journey?
Absolutely. Because of the heart defect, my family participated in the University of Ottawa Heart Institute's genetic study. And so everyone who was a first degree relation was part of this study. And we did find that there was a genetic link with my father, and in fact with one of my brothers, probably with my cousin who has subsequently had surgery, and the support from my family and from the Women at Heart community, a close group of women who all are living with heart issues, has led me to the work I'm doing now, a project on, well, it's a project of belonging. So it's family, genealogy, genetics, I'm getting heavily into genetics, researching like crazy, and the natural cycles of growth and decay. So some of that I express through eco art and some through writing. And I'm also a caregiver for my elderly mother. And with my family, we keep her well and happy during COVID. And I speak to a 99-year-old cousin and a 93-year-old aunt quite often, and they tell me their stories, and it's so inspiring. And it's so much about helping us understand where we come from. And I'd like to share that with my family and with others.
That's awesome, because it takes a great deal of courage to share our stories, and especially one so personal and so intimate as yours. And I'm grateful that you found that courage to step into that story and were motivated to share it to serve others with.
Well, you encouraged me. And also the encouragement of two wonderful friends, Ivo Bazzato and Barbara Curidan, who read the story and helped me to see the value of sharing it. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, Karen, you are inspiring. Your story touches lives. I can't help but think this would be a great story for people to hold in their hands and read. So if you're out there listening right now, and this is you want to learn more about this story, and maybe it touches you in a personal way, where can we get a copy of this book, Karen?
So I'll probably do this through my website, which I'm about to launch, kjwatson.ca. Those of you who know me or see me on social media can contact me through those methods or email, but probably going to kjwatson.ca is the easiest for me to keep track of who would like a signed copy showing me as a co-author with Gail Watson. So
It's so exciting to share this journey with you. Um, I've always respected who you are, and the true leader you are. You've just always had that passion for life. You take that one step deeper into a person to truly get to know them, uh, and you're on a caregiving journey with your mom, and you're doing an amazing job
thank you.
representing a very large family doing this. You carry a lot. And I just
Herding
want people to
cats.
know that.
Herding cats, I said.
Herding cats, exactly. You carry a lot. And it means a lot to many people, for what you do. And also by sharing this story, you touch the lives of many. And it's so important that as we, face these life threatening situations sometimes, that we're not alone. And I can't help but think that your story could be a really big inspiration to others also on the same journey. And maybe if you're listening right now and you know of somebody that is maybe on a path of where they are facing life or death, or they're going into a very scary health situation, this would be a great gift to give somebody, to just simply let them know they're not alone, and to reach out to Karen and connect. So you have a big heart, and I'm so glad that you took care of your heart.
Thanks, Gail.
Okay, you are so full of wisdom. And I would love for you to leave us today with some words of your wisdom.
Well, I'd like to lend courage to those who are fighting their own battles. And it helps to ask questions, to find someone to listen, and to tell your story. And keep trying until you find someone who will listen. It's important. And I'm going to probably have a heart blog and maybe something else. So stay tuned on the website, kjwatson.ca. I'm going to interview some of my cardiac rehab and Women at Heart group and tell their stories and share their stories. So it's incredibly inspiring.
It's so important. It's so important that we unite on these things. If we've learned one thing over this past year, it's about, really felt and understood what isolation means.
Huh.
And, and these health conditions can isolate us mentally.
And the importance of connecting.
Importance of connecting.
Reaching out to others.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're following your heart to create a community that will serve others and bring them together so that they're not alone.
Nurturing a community.
Nurturing a community. Okay. Thank you very much for sharing this journey. Thank you very much for sharing your time with us today. I hope everybody can see how amazing you are as much as I think you're amazing. And to our listeners today, I want to thank you for your time, and we look forward to connecting with you very soon. Thank you very much.